Here we are with, what are your names?
I'm a Greek Brooklynite, and I'm cosplaying as Katana.
Greek
Brooklynite.
Greek Brooklynite. And what is your name?
Night Chaos, cosplaying as Scorpion.
Okay, Night Chaos and Greek Brooklynite. So like your parents didn't like you? Like what was the deal with that? Is there a club with like unique names that you guys are a member of? Is that like how that works?
The Cosplayers Club.
The cosplay, okay. So to be a cosplayer.
Mortal Kombat Fans Club.
Alright, I gotta get like a unique name. What went into making your costume? We'll start with you, then we'll go to you.
Well, I always loved Katana ever since Mortal Kombat 2, and I made a couple of costumes, and then I'm like, I really gotta make a Mortal Kombat costume. So I just made a leotard, I made the fans, I made the gauntlets, and this is actually from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Okay. And you, sir, how about you? What went into this making this costume?
Well, this took a hell of a long time to make. A lot of foam, a lot of glue, a lot of patience and time.
And what about overall price tag for both of you?
Oh man, I don't even know if I can put a price tag on it, but
Priceless, okay.
Maybe a couple hundred.
$100? Couple $100?
Couple hundred.
That's cool. And where do you guys get the money for this? Like, what do you do? What are your jobs?
I'm actually a teacher with the New York City Department of Education, so
I'll talk slower.
I work retail, so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is it. This is your life
This is
savings.
pretty much
Right
everything going right into this. Yep.
Tough gig.
My name's Mike.
Mike, and what is your costume today, Mike?
An original Jedi that I'm working on.
An original Jedi?
Yes.
You've made your own Jedi?
Trying to, yeah.
Did you get the express written consent of the Disney Corporation to do this?
No, I'm working on it. I need a few more costume pieces. I'm hoping to become part of one of the Lucasfilm recognized groups.
One of the legions, right? One of the legions?
One of them. I don't know if I'm allowed to say without actually being inducted or whatever, but yeah.
All right. So what did you go into making this Jedi costume?
Well, actually, what was it? I found the robes on Etsy. It's a great place to look for a lot of cool, original like costume pieces. Let's see, the boots I just got on Amazon.
Okay,
and,
that makes sense.
This was one of my favorites. It's a bit warm. I love the cloak though.
How much do you think all this cost you here?
All together, like see, everything that I'm wearing currently probably around $350.
$350. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So what do you do for a living to kind of afford this?
Well, I teach yoga, and I usually do like work in a gym.
All right. So how does your family think about this hobby that you've been doing for all these years?
I think they just kind of stopped questioning after a while.
Yeah.
At first, it was kind of like a little taken aback, but I think once they realized that it was something I really enjoyed, something that took an affinity to, that they were kind of supportive. So that's really cool.
And then you meet fellow like-minded people around here.
Yeah, tons of them.
Make millions of friends. Here we are with Scott and Mary. Mary. No, wait, it's the other way, right? Okay, and what are you guys dressed as?
I'm Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
And I'm Biker Nightwing.
Biker Nightwing. Okay, what's the difference between regular Nightwing and Biker Nightwing?
What I plan on doing as a future cosplay group thing was just like a Sons of Anarchy mashup with the Gotham heroes and villains. So I thought, try to experiment and do something a little unique and do something.
My Lego Nightwing, I'm a grown man with Legos. And he has the motorcycle. He's got blue sticks. He's in the blue garb.
Right.
But like there is a Biker Nightwing out there. He rides some bikes.
There has to be.
He does his thing. So it's a legit.
Dick Grayson's into bikes.
How much are these things? And these
were kind of cheap. I got these on a like a kung fu website. These are actually. Forgot the term for it, but Escrim sticks or something. I don't know. They actually use these in martial arts and stuff. So
I want to get somebody with this. I really like.
I said that too.
It's like a nightstick.
This is cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let me in with it.
I'm surprised too.
And your Poison Ivy costume, can you tell us about that and the character and stuff?
It's extremely uncomfortable.
Really?
Yes.
It's hard to go to the bathroom, things like that?
It's a two-piecer. I made it myself, so I sat there for 3 hours and glued all the leaves on.
Okay.
And the skirt is separate.
It's amazing though the leaves haven't turned brown yet, and you've had this costume a while.
Haha. So funny.
How much do you think you guys spent on your costumes, give or take?
You?
Maybe about 200 total.
$200? Wow.
$20.
I never asked, what do you guys do for like a living to afford this expensive hobby?
My goodness. I actually am a monitor in a pre-K elementary school.
You just watch the kids?
I watch the kids. They think I'm a superhero by day. Yep.
Scott, what about you?
I used to work. I'm currently unemployed right now, unfortunately. So my cosplaying.
What did you do before you?
I worked at the airport. And I worked
Okay.
at JFK.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're not too far from here.
No, not at all.
At the Queen's Casino. Sweet.
Well, I'm Andrew Arkham from Andrew Arkham Cosplay.
I'm Tara Noodle from Tara Noodle Cosplay.
All right, what are your costumes?
I am the new 52 Joker.
I'm Classic Harley.
Plastic girl. Okay, so you guys each have your own cosplay company. Did I understand that correctly?
No, just our own Facebook cosplay pages, and
Okay. How many followers do you guys have?
on Facebook I have almost 600, but on Instagram I almost broke 1,200 today, actually.
I don't think I've ever met 1,200 people in my life.
On Facebook, I have about 200. My page is new, but on Tumblr, I have about 6,000.
Tumblr, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
What was the secret? How'd you get so popular?
Posting a lot of pictures.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of pictures.
Lots of
on Tumblr.
pictures.
All right, like one a day or like 50 a day?
Like maybe 3 or 4 a day.
3 or 4 a day of just you in a cosplay outfit?
Or just me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And this is pretty classic. Where'd you get this normal
This one
costume?
I actually ordered online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm getting a new. This one was actually really cheap. This is $30.
$30.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but this is like very nice, like thick material.
If you look for a good costume, you can find one. You don't have to pay $100 for anything.
What about you, sir?
Let's see, my entire costume right now has it's ranging around almost $600 almost.
Wow.
Overall, and it increases every time because I'm always buying new tights and new makeup that I have to reapply before every appearance. So yeah, the price keeps on growing if I had to keep on tracking it.
The comment, we interviewed another couple, and the guy spent a lot and the girl spent a little. And usually it's the other way around, but for some reason now the girls' costumes are getting cheaper, I guess, or they're getting smarter with how they spend the money.
It also depends on the character. Sometimes with a girl's costume, it's a little bit flimsier, so there's less material. Yeah, it really depends on your characters.
Okay, so what do you guys do for a living to support this cosplay hobby?
I do 2 things. I work in a medical facility, and I also have my own party princess company. I do princess parties for little kids.
Let's say there was a guy in his 30s that wanted to be a princess for his birthday.
I totally support your right to be a princess.
So like, and he interviewed you, would you give him a nice discount? Where can I go to get book a party princess?
On royalrendezvous.com.
Okay. Now let's say this guy doesn't have any friends and no one ever goes to his parties.
Oh, we could bring all of the princesses to your
Bring the
party.
princesses, so I could just throw a party and a bunch of princesses would show up.
Yes.
Could you also do like a comic book theme party princess thing?
I could figure that out. I know enough comic book characters for you.
And Mr. Joker can come and then destroy the whole party like at the end.
He loves to crash a good party.
Oh, love it.
And like everyone would play like flip cup with me because beer pong.
If you supply pizza, we will do whatever you want.
Done. So I'm throwing a party with a bunch of strangers. My wife's
there.
going away in a couple of days. I'll do it then.
Sounds good.
All right.
I work in the IT data management company, so it's like office administration kind of stuff.
That's awesome. Is that how you hooked up the voice thing?
Oh no, when in college I was also into audio engineering, so I found a PA system and ran all the wiring through the suit from the mask down to my pocket.
Because that's good, because usually when I interview guys with the mask, I never understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But now I can hear you.
Sun Wukong.
Sun Moon Kong?
Sun Wukong.
Sun Moon Kong. All right, what is your costume?
Journey to the West. Sun Wukong.
Journey to the West. Okay. And this is a really elaborate costume. This is one of the more elaborate ones I've seen here today.
Thank you.
So, let's break down. What did you do to go into making this, and how much did it cost?
Well, actually, it wasn't more expensive as it was time consuming.
Okay.
I bought the fabric really cheap in a fabric store. Took about maybe 2 years altogether. About maybe a year and a half of this, and about half a year for the cake, which I just added this year. I've done this cosplay a couple of years before with different variations.
Okay.
This is the first variation I did directly from the 1986 Journey to the West TV show that was filmed in China.
Oh, Julene.
Julene, and what is your costume?
Oh, Zatanna Zahara of Justice League Dark.
Zatanna, what's her last name?
Zatanna Zahara.
Zahara? Okay, Justice League Dark. What's the difference between Dark and regular?
Justice League Dark is basically all the most powerful magic users of the DC universe, and unlike the Justice League Dark, a lot of the characters, they don't get along. A lot of them kind of have personality disorders, and they're kind of forced to be a team. And I find it's very realistic because.
What's Zatara's personality disorder?
I find that in the Justice League Dork, she's a very kind of pissed off, sad, kind of depressed goth girl, losing her father, the issue with John Constantine.
Is that something you relate to? Are you angry and mad and pissed off? Because I'm sensing a little tension right now.
Oh yeah, but I love that she's the most powerful magic user in DC, and she can beat Superman.
Yeah.
Like, that's his greatest weakness.
Can you do the backwards talk like she does?
I can say Anataz, which is Zatanna's name backwards.
And that just makes another Zatanna appear right next to you.
There is one actually walking around, and she's very pretty, looks great. So
how much did this costume cost? What did you go into making it?
Well, I did the floating cards. The costume itself costs about like $60 altogether. I went on AliExpress.com. Everything took a bit to get to me since it's directly from the manufacturer, and this is my anniversary of dressing as Zatanna at WinterCon. Last year I did her as the first time, and this year I'm doing her. So.
Any tweaks to the costume, or?
New jacket, new wig, new heels, and I lost like 13 pounds.
Right. So what do you do to afford this?
I work part-time as a home health aide. I also do reflexology on the side, and I'm going to school for hair and makeup.
All right. What's reflexology? Like you hit somebody with a hammer on the knee and they kick you?
No, that's reflex. It's like basically it's a form of it's linked to massage therapy, but you're limited to the hands, the feet, the neck, the face.
So like my hand's kind of bothering you. You can do a little thing to make it like.
You do zone walking. These are the.
Ow, that hurts. Don't do that.
Spine reflexes. Over here's the bladder.
That sounds awful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That felt.
That's for the hand.
That sounds terrible.
No.
My arm's all numb now. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to end the interview because my hand's down. Limp.
Siren.
Jose. And what are your costumes?
Jay Garrick, The Golden Age, Gender Bend.
Okay.
I am Moldrin from World of Warcraft.
Moldrin from World of Warcraft. Who's Moldrin from World of Warcraft?
I am the new war chief of the Horde faction, and we are opposed to the Alliance.
The new war chief opposed to the Alliance. And what is the Alliance?
The Alliance are a bunch of cowards who know nothing of honor.
Okay, so what would be an honorable thing to do versus what the Alliance does?
We would beat out our enemies in the battlefield with no fear. The Alliance is always about politics, and they're hiding behind their councils and the diplomats. They don't know anything about honor.
So it's all about just going in and getting the job done.
When it needs to be done, yeah. The Horde will do it.
The Horde will just take it down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's the Horde's position on innocent lives and all that stuff?
We have no problem sparing innocent lives. We don't crush civilians. We're all about protecting our own. We're a family. Sometimes we don't get along, but when we need to, we mix it up and we're together.
What would happen if a Horde person hooked up with someone from the Alliance?
Depends on the Alliance member.
All right, so you might hang out with Alliance guys.
Absolutely. So we have some Alliance friends.
All right. Now, let's say Jay Garrick's in the mix, right? Jay Garrick goes around and starts stopping all the hoarding and Alliance fighting, right? So where's Jay Garrick fall in this scenario?
Jay Garrick's about to get some bad voodoo up on her.
So you guys would just fight it out?
If she's messing with the Horde, we're gonna have to fight it out.
You think the Horde could take out the fastest man-woman alive?
She's not as fast as Magic.
Yeah, is that true?
We'll see about that.
Freezing. Okay. Shit. All right. Here we are. What is your name?
I'm Ryan.
Ryan, and what is your costume?
This is Assassin's Creed Red Hood.
Assassin's Creed Red Hood. So, for those of you who don't know, Assassin's Creed is a video game, and the Red Hood is the Joker from Batman.
Not entirely correct.
Oh, okay. So enlighten us.
Well, Red Hood is Jason Todd from DC, Batman universe.
Spoiler alert, everybody.
Right. He's the second Robin that was killed by the Joker, and then come back to life years later, resurrected.
All right. Can you put on the helmet for just 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I just want to see what it looks like. Because that is an awesome helmet.
Thanks.
That is pretty awesome. Okay. How much?
Great.
How much did the helmet cost?
This particular one, I think, was maybe about 400.
Okay.
Because it was in pounds, but
aren't you
converted.
scared that like you're gonna ruin this $400 helmet when you start messing with it?
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. But like, I had just bought a bunch of spray paints, cloth, and all that stuff. Just redo some parts that get broken.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just touch up yourself.
And the coat and the pants and everything.
This is actually just a mix of like Amazon mostly, eBay, and just things I kind of made myself. Like on the back of this, I have the Red Hood symbol in the back of the jacket. That wasn't there originally.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, but I had the Assassin's Creed symbol on top of that, but it broke off as soon as I got here. It happens.
Okay. How much does this cost all together?
God, I really don't want to think about that.
1,000, maybe.
A little, probably under 1,000, I'd say.
Right. So what do you do? Yeah. What do you do to fund this hobby?
As like far as my like occupation, I'm a network engineer in New York City.
Like buildings and stuff? Or?
No, not exactly. Like IT.
Oh, okay, stuff. IT stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So that just funds your hobby. And
that's all I do, and this is all I do.
What does your family think of this? This hobby?
They have no idea what it is. The term itself, like cosplay, is like foreign to them. Honestly, just started maybe like a month ago near Comic-Con.
Wow, and you're all
right
in.
Yeah,
What?
Right in.
What was your hobby before this? Was it
still collecting comics and like random nerd stuff?
And then you just
playing games. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, of course.
My name is Tara.
Tara. Okay, Tara. And what is your costume?
I am formal wear holiday poison ivy.
Formal wear holiday poison ivy.
Asterisk lots of glitter.
Okay.
At this point. Lots of glitter.
Did somebody throw you a glitter bomb? Like, how'd that happen?
I accidentally did it myself, actually. Okay. You know, you should always read the label on the tool before you buy it, or else.
Ooh, yeah. She's got, like, here, let's get in tight. Show your hands there. She's got all this glitter everywhere. And anybody who's ever had to deal with glitter, it's really the most annoying thing in the world, unless you're like 10. And you got the plant from Little Shop of Horrors with you? Is that?
Yeah. Her name is Eva today.
Okay.
This is Eva, not Audrey. Eva.
So it's not a mean green mother from outer space.
She's 3 months old. She's Mama Ivy's first baby. She lost her first tooth today. We're asking the tooth fairy for a bat. We hope he brings it real quick.
Okay. So what went into making this costume?
A lot of sleepless nights. Well, actually, I had just come from NJ Comic Expo, and the night before, I decided I was going to make this cosplay. So I found a bunch of tulle at Joann's Fabric and made a 30-yard tulle skirt. This is 30 yards of tulle. On top, you've got all the velvet with the bustling on the back, and all these leaves are hand stitched onto a bodice. That and like 4 monsters later, and I had a cosplay.
How much do you think this cost?
Oh God, roughly maybe like $200.
$200. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but comparatively so.
You can wear it to like any ball, right?
Yeah, for all those balls that I go. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to like a children's hospital and do like a Christmas with Santa.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fun idea.
Like the guy being in the tuxedo and you show up in this.
Exactly.
It definitely turns some heads. And it's a $200 dress, so.
Yeah, it's probably $200 plus like maybe $50 of mistakes on accident.
What do you do for a living to afford this?
I'm a server in a restaurant.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Any particular chain, like?
Olive Garden.
Oh my God.
When you're here, your family.
And you're eating fresh, right? Is that?
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
That's something at Subway.
Big motto. And you know what? It's worth it because a lot of people think like, oh, $200 in a dress. How much fun is she really having? A ton. Like, look around. There's so much personality and so much creativity in one place. How can you really kind of miss out on that kind of experience? I mean, like, it's one of those things that you don't want to not do. It's weird. You go to your first con and it's almost infectious.
So, all right, so what did you guys go into to making these costumes here?
Mine's actually quite old. I did this a long time ago.
Like when you were 6 and then you just kind of grew into it?
No, it was like a good couple years back. I did upgrade it. I did actually have the coat that people now see in the TV show, and it was from the comics.
And you, sir?
These are foam pieces that were created by our workers at Team Takeo, which is a group that I'm in. This is foam. This is a Van Knife paint that is actually smear-proof. You can touch it. There's no. This is not a shirt.
How does it come off when you?
There's a solvent that will completely remove it. Otherwise, it's sweat-proof. It's awesome. The prosthetics, the tusk, these we took in.
Wait, the tusks are fake?
Yes. Yeah, I cut off my real ones.
Okay.
And the bald cap is here, and we have a Velcro that's attached the wig to the bald cap.
Wow. Okay, so what do you guys do for a living to afford this?
I work in an art store.
An art store, okay.
I work in law enforcement.
Law enforcement? You're a police officer?
No. Just the civilian side.
You just like paperwork?
I work with the, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Paperwork is important. I do paperwork too. So, okay.
Jennifer Ramos.
Jennifer, and what is your costume?
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy seems to be the theme at WinterCon this year. We've interviewed 3 of them so far.
Oh, I heard there's even a male Poison Ivy.
We're looking for him, trust me. But like, you know, you figure like this does not look like a very warm costume for the winter. Why is everyone dressed as Poison Ivy?
Because she's a hot character. Why wouldn't someone dress up as her?
Because it's cold. It's winter. It's WinterCon. That's why. That's my thought.
I mean, today it's not that cold.
True.
And I don't know. I just really have been wanting to cosplay her ever since I started cosplaying.
The weather's a little mild because of what, El Nino, right?
Right.
So how have you prepped for El Nino?
What that is.
Sorry, it's a stumper. It's a weather pattern that's causing all the air to like be warmer around here.
You know what? I actually love that.
Yeah.
I wish it was warm all year round.
Okay. So who's your favorite anime character?
My all-time favorite character is Kagome from Inuyasha.
Of course, that's everyone's favorite. I mean, but other than that one.
I mean, my second favorite, and you might not have heard about her, is Sena Kashiwasaki.
Of course, I've heard of her too.
You have?
I have.
What color's her hair?
Blue.
No, it's blonde. She's from an anime called I Have No Friends.
Cool. All right, so what do you do to afford your cosplay hobby?
Well, I do work. I'm an office assistant. So I just use my job to pay for cosplays because it's my hobby. It's what I love to do.
And your family's cool with all this and stuff?
They'll get over it.
They get over. They're a little like, why are you doing it?
They're a little bit, why is a grown-up dressing up?
Yeah. My parents, they don't even talk to me anymore. So no, I'm kidding. They talk to me. All right, here we are with Cassandra, who's just wowed them at the costume contest. And what is your costume?
Well, I'm dressing up as Christmas Harley and the statue version because there isn't like a...
So Christmas Harley, every time you see your costumes get like a little more, less material.
Oh, well, no. So, you know, some of my other cosplays that I have coming up, they're going to be covered. It's just this one is the only, like, Christmas Harley that I liked.
Right.
Because they have the other ones that are black and red. But it's like, people have done them. Like, not a lot of people have done this one, and I like it a lot because it's very different.
Like, aren't you cold?
Actually, surprisingly, I'm not. Because this leather jacket is really hot, and right on skin, it's like I'm sweating under this thing. And then I have pantyhose, thigh highs, and socks, so my legs are pretty good.
So it's warm.
Yeah, and I have a wig and a hat, so.
Okay, you know what I never asked you? What do you do, what do you do to afford this, to pay for this hobby?
I work at a restaurant. And I also buy things little by little, because I can't buy everything in one shot. Like, I bought these boots, like, months ago. I bought the jacket, like, a month ago. The
kind of like installments.
Yeah,
right?
like, little by little, because I can never do it in one shot.
You're a hostess, a waitress?
Oh, no, I do everything. It's like a kind of like a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
But it's like a fancy, like high-end one. So like I cook
Chipotle?
in the kitchen. No, I used to work at Chipotle. No, it's called Pret a Manger. Not a lot of people know about it, so I don't ever say the name. But I work in the kitchen. I work on the register. I work in the front. I do whatever they need. I'm even a manager when I need to be.
And this is all the fun you dream of cosplay.
Yes, I love this. This is, you know, because I love to entertain people. I like making people happy. Like, you know, I brought gifts to give out to people. Like, it's just so much fun to see others happy, and that's what I want to do.
You gave me this, it looks like a comic book.
Yeah, it is.
You fold it, so it's completely worthless now.
No,
but
it's not.
Thank you. Yeah, once you start bending them and folding
No,
them.
just put it under the bed. It'll be fine.
I'm so ungrateful for my gift that you gave me for free. But it's awesome. I'm going to read it tonight 3 times.
Look at you putting it in your pocket and you're telling me that I'm the wrong one.
Well, it's already destroyed. So just look at the camera, say, I like to play with Toys Productions.
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 Perfect. Thank you.
I like to play with
Toys Productions.
I like to play with Toys Productions.
What did you do to get it?
To be honest, I just ordered a lot of leaves online.
And you pasted them.
And I pasted them to a bathing suit.
And they haven't faded yet. They haven't turned brown.
They're artificial.
I don't know. Did you?
You know how many times that's happened today?
Did you get that on tape? You did. Awesome. That'd be a nice blooper.